Hey guys, this is Andrew with Boston Pro Scooter. Today we're going to be talking about the Gotrax G4. This is also a super popular model. I mean, Gotrax is everywhere, and if I had to pick their top two selling models, I'd say it's either the G4, which is kind of their bigger version, or the really small GXL V2, which we did a separate video on. Now, you can see this is an older scooter, which is the whole point. You know, I want to talk you through kind of what to expect through the lifetime of the scooter and kind of the different things that you should be thinking about, you know, spec-wise and repair-wise as you go through your purchasing decisions. So right off the bat, let's talk about serviceability. What makes these Gotrax, especially this G4, so serviceable and great is when you come to change the flat tire, the motor wire in the back here just basically unplugs. And so unlike a lot of other scooters where the motor wire literally goes all the way in and has to dig into the compartment, and so when you try to take off the tire, you're stuck with this dangling motor wire, Gotrax really nicely put a plug right here that you can just unplug, and then the tire pops off, obviously with wrenches, etc., so that if you get a flat tire, you can change it yourself. Also, what's really nice about these scooters is the tire rims come apart, and so you can unplug the motor wire, the rim comes apart, and you've got yourself a much easier tire repair than would otherwise be if it didn't have those two features. So switching the tires, which is usually really, you know, tough for a lot of models, is a little bit easier on these. You know, it still takes a little bit of knowing what you're doing, but definitely not impossible. So definitely, you know, changing tires on these a lot easier than most other models. Also, if you need to change out like the controller or the battery, to get to that compartment, it's relatively easy. You just got 4 screws, 2 on either side, that pops out, and then you also got 4 screws, 2 on either side here. This compartment pops out, and you've got full access to the battery and the controller right away. So if there's any repair issues, it's super easy to get to the components that you need to, and it's relatively easy to order the parts from Gotrax. All you have to do is go on the Gotrax website, you know, find the G4, find the battery or the controller or the console, whatever it is. It's really easy to get parts from Gotrax, which really makes it a pleasure to work on, you know, if there's ever any service issues. These consoles up here, they just unplug with a specific wire adapter that's here, and so if you need to switch out the console, or you know, say the throttle's not working or a brake lever got broken, you can just buy the whole console for 90 bucks, and then that unplugs pretty simply. And so overall, whether you're servicing the console, the battery, the controller, the tire, it's a relatively easy fix compared to a lot of other models. You can see here this you know, lock that's hanging out. A lot of people see that and think, oh hey, you know, this is going to be a great security feature. Do not use it. We can literally cut this in like, you know, less than a minute, super easy with just wire cutters. Your scooter will get stolen. So if you are looking at the G4, don't be tempted by this. Do not use it. You got to use a U-lock. It's much more important to, you know, have a secure scooter with a U-lock than to even think about using these guys. Overall, the lifespan of these scooters tends to be pretty decent. One particular reason is that the battery is an LG battery. There's a lot of scooters out there in the market that use non-brand Chinese batteries, and one of the things that totals the scooter is that, you know, a year in, the battery is gone, and or the range is so low that it's not even, you know, worth having the scooter anymore. But with these LG batteries, they really keep, you know, the capacity that it was originally intended, and they last a decently long time. And so the thing that kills these scooters usually is either, you know, a motor going bad, or, you know, maybe a console, you know, but it's really not the batteries. And that's great because the battery is the most expensive component of a scooter. And so if you've got a decent battery, LG brand name, that's going to last a long time, then you know your scooter is probably going to be repairable and, you know, last with you for at least a year or two, which, you know, in scooter world is relatively good. And so the good things to say about the battery, the serviceability. Overall, the cost is fantastic. I mean, this is a workhorse. It's a 500-watt motor. They advertise 25-mile range, so you're probably getting about 15 miles with that, you know, brand name LG battery. And the price tag is usually only about $450. So for $450, you're getting a 500-watt motor, a great scooter. I think, you know, in the entry-level world, this is probably, you know, one of the best scooters out there, and that's why it's so popular. People love the G4. It just gets the job done. It's not flashy, it's not fancy, but it is reliable, and you can expect it to live a decently long time. That's about it. You know, we talked about kind of the different ways to service it, how easy it is to order parts from Gotrax. Gotrax does a great job. Good bang for your buck. overall great scooter. We love selling it. We love seeing it. This is a great scooter to work with, and we anticipate that it'll stick around for a very long time. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.